Այսօր ինչ ասելու։ Այսօր ինչ ռեակցիա է ստալի ապա։ Այսօր տնանք փոփոխություն կա, թե նույնն անելու արելի։ Սամբատմիկ դիվիզիոն вообще թքած վրան է։
Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. And that gets things running. Well, 2002 was a great year in the career of Roberto Carlos, Brazil's fullback extraordinaire, top of the world with Brazil, top of Europe with his club, all in the space of a couple of months. You really could ask for no more.
Yeah, he had a big hand in both of those, although he made a bigger impression.
Yeah.
Oh no, what has happened here? Rafinha. Oh, great defending. That needed doing.
Yeah, huh?
Barcelona with the corner. They're first. And this is Lewandowski. Roberto Carlos. Ball in towards the mid. He's rising! There it is!
What a superstar! A total shocker for the opponents. Talk about how to wrestle control. That's how you do it.
Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Oh no.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Vinicius Junior. Now it's Alvarez. That is good alertness. Roberto Carlos getting forward. And that is a little undercooked. And he's forced to go back. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Hazard proves too strong.
Well,
the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Fermin unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Rafinha. Good work on the right flank here. Now it's Goulet. Goulet will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And this is Lewandowski.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Lewandowski with a beautifully timed run.
I think there were a few doubts for a split second, Peter, as to whether he was offside. I think he really got away with one there.
Barcelona already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Now it's Vinicius Junior.
Ի,
And that could set him on his way.
լսկրսին է,
And-
հիչ
oh,
խփի
he's on
մարա։
his own. There's the shot. And a
Հիչ
neat
խփի, որ
finish.
թողի մեկավ տենց
They have hauled themselves right back into it.
ո՞ս պաս տվեց, արա
Well, I
գնդակը
always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Ելը նայ
If you want
արա։
to be effective on the break,
Չի
then the
հասնում,
key
բայց էս
element is
պասը դա։
always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And here's Roberto Carlos.
Գնաս ապեր։
Alvarez proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Չլնդը նայ արա։
That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Azar plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Looking for options for movement.
Ի։ Ոյ քեզ բան արա։
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, perfectly measured that.
Արա նայ ում
Well,
ատալ
it's
արա։
not the
Արա
best
սի
when it
չեք
comes to
դու կարա է։
decision-making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded
Հələ
the
սիրան
space
ատալու նայ։
to hold on to it. but
Խիչ
The
ես։
longer he did that,
Մի
the more he
անգամից
was going to
տալի արա։
And he welcomes it in. Can he finish?
Ատվարոտ դաժե նայ
Denied by
լարա։
an instinctive save.
Lewandowski really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Այդին
Now it's Vinicius Junior.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Rafinha. Belletti. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither
Լավ
side yet
սանստը մտան
truly to
դիվիզիոն
impose
ոչ
themselves,
չլավ
and
է։
it's level pegging at half-time.
Vamos a nuestros espectadores.
So, nothing in it, Jim. What do you think?
Well, it's definitely been a game where both sides have
Άրա
tried to
դες քսի
play to their
այտակա։
own strengths, and I suppose neither side would be particularly unhappy with this scoreline. I suspect, Peter, the two managers will be keen to urge patience and discipline from their players now.
Barcelona
Privet,
are
Privet.
level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely
Սրանք
balanced
կարենք
game.
մի հատ
1-1 the
խաշճան։
score.
Հեչ կրենք ապեր։
And so we're off again.
Barcelona
Yeah,
have been the
oh,
team
they're
that have had the
fine,
lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
And he was
Հələ
alert
նայ
to it.
բախտը ոնց բերեց։
Vinicius Junior tries to pass it through. Now it's Lopez,
Հանգիստ։
and he welcomes it in. He's on it. Can he get away? It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Roberto Carlos, a player who needs no introduction. And it's Lopez. Well seen.
Արա դե լավ էլի դե բայ արա։
Played. Well stopped.
Ի։
And here's Lewandowski.
Հələ նայ արա։
Makaleli.
Արա խի թողեց ես ասեն շնչի որ մի հատ է սենց ատակ է քանում արա։
And that has left him in a heap. Alvarez has got himself a free kick. Now the ref's been lenient.
Դրա հելատ գոլրի դեպը չխփի մեկի կայֆեր ա վառում արա։
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal.
Καμία
It's not a
μαθηματική
great choice,
διβίζωνα.
Peter, but I think I do the former
Άρα
in
դե
that position.
He'll
Էսի
fancy
ջերգար են
himself from here.
խփում ախպեր
I
է շտրախում
think
դեր
there's
արա։
actually a quiet
Ա գնա
confidence in
խփի
pulling
աս
this off.
էսա բրատարես։ Ապե։ Այ հորրոմ սի խփի։ Չես խփում կտանենք հետ։
Alvarez! That was travelling.
Yeah.
Oh no, this does not look good. Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been
Ay
given.
քեզի բան։
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And here's Rafinha.
Վրան ուր է այդ մորս սարը։ Նա ինչ
Tries
արեց
to play
ընդ։
it through. Lopez. Always goal side. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Goal! And the comeback is complete. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Barcelona have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Stood up well to him there. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. That's gone for a throw-in. And that's definitely not his best. And he lines up a cross. Skillfully cut out. He's had a shot! And that is wildly off target.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. He should have put his foot right through it.
Kubasi. Rafinha. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Roberto Carlos. And Araujo. Goulet is always scanning the pitch for targets. Now, can they get him away? And he plays one through.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Fermin looking for the run. And there's green grass ahead of him. Fermin. Belletti. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Mbappe is onto this. Araujo kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Nicely aimed pass. Alvarez was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Barcelona are running out of time and out of options.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 15, el dorsal 18 El
Makaleli.
dorsal 16. El dorsal 9.
Lovely pass, but
Serán
can he get there?
sustituidos por el dorsal 22. El dorsal
Madrid
13.
nearly
El
finished it
dorsal
off there,
24.
but now it's a case
El
of
dorsal
waiting for the
10.
whistle.
Great defending, strong and determined. Bellingham. Great vision. Laporte deals with that comfortably. Roberto Carlos has created one goal already.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Azar. Fermin.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
That is good progress on the left. Roberto Carlos looking to receive it in space. Azar. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Barcelona illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football.
Մի հատ է ձեռս բացեմ երևի ապեր, մի հատ է ձեռս բացեմ, նոր գնանք, թե չէ կկրվենք։ Լավ էլ ուժեղ, լավ է գնացինք ընդ է, Էրիկա, պարապենք, գնացինք, ուրա, լիգա, հորես որ դեր էդի, այսը, ահա, եկանք, ինտերնետը սուրեն լավակ,
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle.
Now there's a player with a silky pass and a steely tackle.
Xabi Alonso.
Yeah, a midfielder renowned for his tremendous array of passes while offering his defence a...
He's gone for goal. Well, he's had a decent crack at it.
Well, at least his thinking was very good, Peter. Probably thought he hit the target, judging by his reaction.
Yamal is in a really good position out wide. Driving on and making good progress, and he plays one through. Great ball, and he's in here. Crosses it in. He leaps for it. They've scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. Colorado Springs finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Al-Kubasi deals with that comfortably. Sane. Kubasi. And Serginho. Fermin. Good running, strong and purposeful. Beckham. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Barcelona leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Beckham will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And no, he's seen through all of that. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Shot a goal! And no mistake! And once more we are all square. You score, we score!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Colorado Springs are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Oh, good read.
That was
Bellingham! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Xavi Alonso. And it's Gullit. And here's Ibrahimovic. That has been cut short. Barcelona could counter here. Bellingham going forward. Driving forward. He is through here. Real chance! Goal! Barcelona! And they get themselves in front! And that was as close to certain as can be.
some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Barcelona leading now. Edmilson. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Over to the right flank. Played into the box.
Ya Ruşa değiller. Evet.
Not the most convincing of passes.
Ora?
And this is Gullit. Neymar. And it's Sané. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, can he get onto this? Harrison cuts it out. Neymar is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Edmilson. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Fermin. Nice looking ball. Nicely worked. It's a threatening ball. And a chance! And that's a sharp finish.
Abi deli.
A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So, and the shots! And what a bit quick. Oh, he's been caught napping.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And he's managed to get free. Oh, look at the chance! And that has been cleared. And claimed it back swiftly. Very nicely done. He's free, he has got space. That's travelling a long way. So, a temporary halt to the action.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Barcelona largely dominant, up by 2 at the break. The scoreline 3-1. So the action resumes. Pull it. Xavi Alonso.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Sane. And he's forced to go back. Now he's got space here. He's found space here. And he's picked it up out wide. And it's Sane. No, he refuses to take the bait. Xavi Alonso defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Great chance! Off the post! And there's a goal! Barely into the second half, and already it is heating up. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Just 1 in it now.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Kubasi. Serginho. Neymar. It's Bellingham. Matheus Cunha. Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Park Ji-sung. Skims. Can he finish? Goal! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here. Gets his head on it! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Now play for a throw. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Looking for a runner. That's beautifully weighted. And that is expertly dealt with. Bellingham. And it's Bellingham. Sane. Oh, sweet feet. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 10 será sustituido por el dorsal 15. Cambio de jugadores.
Barcelona are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Spread to the right. Now it's Goulet. And this is Beckham. Baresi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Raul. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And this is Raul. Bellingham. Beckenbauer. Bellingham. Just eases him off the ball. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Rijkaard.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Nicely shaped ball. Donadoni providing an outlet on that flank. Might be danger here. And the finish! And a neat finish! And the comeback is complete! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
Played into space. No, he's just misjudged that one.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Barcelona could be just about done here.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
Where it came from. Shoots! And that's in! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Colorado Springs now in a position far more desirable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, well played. Beckham. Bellingham. Played out to the left flank. And it's Neymar. And this is Pele. Beckham. And this is Neymar. It's Neymar! Neymar! What about that one? He's got himself an absolute peach. Drama at the death. Is there time for one more twist? Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, so often...
And he shoots! Oh, it's come loose. Park Ji-sung. Oh, good. He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. And that's it. Barcelona illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looks so good for them to start with, but as we have seen...
Ay քեզի բան։ Նա յարա, նատուրը տեսար ինչ է անում ախպեր։ Ոնց կարեց արա։ Արա ուր արա։ Ինչ արեց ապեր։ Հորա ջարդը տալիս է յոգին ոնց է հետ եկավ արա։ Արդեն արխային ընկա եկավ։ Բիդնի կրվանք էլի աղբեր։ Սա խաղը վերցել էի, վերջում տարավ սա։ Անկամ անկարա։ Ալմա եղտում անկա։
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. The famous yellow wall stands tall. This has to be one of the most iconic places in European football.
Absurd era.
There's the whistle.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costa Curta.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese elite.
Yeah,
Yeah, but ability-wise, I think he was on a par with the rest of them. And his tactical versatility means the centre-back, full-back,
sweeper, defensive midfield player.
Yeah, and we shouldn't forget his outstanding vision and confidence on the ball being almost as important as what he did at the back.
And this is Adriano. Fermin. He's got away. And the finish! Goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. I doubt very much that this was in the script. Serginho. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Borussia Dortmund clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
He's picked his way through. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Caceres. So what can they make of this? A probing pass. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Another chance from a corner. Barcelona with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And he shoots! And it's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal.
Oh, he's tripped him right on the cusp of the penalty area. Barcelona present their opponents with the best possible chance here. The keeper doing his best to put him off. And that's one back!
Hala bu
Not much more than a formality.
Well, I'm not sure what
No,
body language the
passa
keeper was
completamente.
trying to read, but it didn't work.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden.
Ora
This
nem
one's
teve a
totally
bola.
up for grabs.
Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. He is through here. There's the shot. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Bellingham, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Rijkaard does well to get it back. Saliba played towards the other side, somewhat off target. Albert Ferrer, that's a sharp pass. Sané.
Yeah. Understand?
Fermin. Sané, who does have an assist to his name,
What? Ora.
runs beyond the defence. Could be
Yeah.
danger here,
Oh, that's
and the
correct.
shot! And that's left him on the seat of his pants.
Vay Keziban, ապերես չալամ սրանց հետ, ապերեսկի փոփոխության անի ենթարկվում։
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Now it's Pelé. Pelé will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, facing up to his adversary,
Well,
this
listen
is
now,
a
yeah,
formidable matchup. Neymar showed
Well,
plenty
nice
of zest in
combination,
getting to the
sir.
ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, no joy this time. 5 minutes till the break.
Very nice սրա փասարա։
Knocks it into space.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Fermin. Now it's Pelé. Nice looking ball. Floated through. It's Pelé! Brilliant
Lovely.
from Pelé! About as smooth as it gets. A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. That is simply terrific, finished with beautiful deftness.
Yeah, the keeper was thinking about his angles, and Loft just took him out of the equation. Elementary.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Can he finish?
Չղանցրեց էլի։
Just cruising! They are cruising! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game? A
Չղանցրեց
finish
ապեր։
of great intelligence. He just understood and he executed so smoothly.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen it.
So, temporary halt to the action.
Well, I certainly wasn't expecting this, Peter, but it was totally deserved. They've been very, very good, and they'll be itching to get back out there and take it on further.
Barcelona up by 3 after a terrific 45 minutes. Even in a game like this, you would think that should be enough.
Ջղանցրեց էլի։
Hello attendees, this is a lost children's announcement.
Children.
The father of a boy in a blue hat kindly make his way to the information center.
Children-ներ, արա։
Substitution.
And we get things going again. Vinicius Junior. He has found the way through. In with the challenge. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That's a decent ball. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Oh, what a mistake! Knocks it out wide, swings it across, and it's claimed by the keeper. Pele. Barcelona different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
And the shot! Oh, good finish! They are playing them off the park! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Adriano, and it's Messi. Looking to play him in.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Bellingham, and the pass is intercepted. Neymar, who's looking wide. No way through. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's made sure that's not getting through. Dealt with nicely by the defence.
60,179.
Barcelona still have the cards to affect this game. Goulet tries to play it through. Shifted it to the flank. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Great chance!
Lovely.
And that's a sharp finish. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And now he has two. At least that has given their people something to smile about. And a chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
Caceres. It's Bellingham. Rijkaard. That's a little off target. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Costa Curta wins the duel this time. Now it's Messi. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Goulet going face to face with his great rival. Bellingham. Nicely weighted ball. Vinicius Junior. Out wide.
Ya, çok gelen futbolistleriz. Böyle yine hanek Tuğanistan'a.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund. Number 22, Adriano.
And it's Serginho.
Number 7,
Back towards the middle.
Number 14.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Coming on
And
the
this is
field,
Kane.
Number
That's
20.
really well maneuvered. And this is Vieri.
That's going in strongly.
Number 18, Vitinha.
Serginho.
Substitutions taking place.
Goulet. Goulart going face to face with his great rival. Looking for the run. Arda Goulart engages and forces him off the ball. Vitinha.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Bellingham. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Goulart. Oh, that's nice. Goulart will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. So who's he going to be aiming for here? And they've got rid. Mbappe was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, outsmarting him this time. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Beckenbauer. Goulart is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers.
Has been indicated.
He's found a way through. Bellingham deals with that comfortably. Goulart. Vermeer looking to add to his... And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. There is...
Պիտուխերեսի։ Ոչինչ, ես լգգամ սրանց հետևից, կայնի պուլտը մտ ընտելանամ։ Պուլտս փչացավ են մեկ արա, այնքան պարապավր են։ Լրիվ գժանոց արա ես սրանց եմ։ Արա դա ինտերնետ էլ չկա, էլի նորմալ։ Так, Тенанкова հիմի։ Հիմի Տենանկովա։ Ես մոլորը, որը ցենտրալի չունենք, լավ թողայս խաղա։ Հիմա ես մոլորված։ Օրգոնամ 1006 հավքենք էսու։
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're up and running.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
Some say the best ever.
Yeah, and I can see why. He's about as sophisticated as players come, and his role covers everything from reclaiming the ball to, well, pretty much everything else. Only a man of his calibre and cleverness could do that.
And we have our very first corner. Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. Played into space.
Արա մի քիչ թույլ տու էլի։
And that's a throw-in.
Ինչ կլներ արա։
Kukçu running with intent.
Կլնայի արա։ Արա կիլոմետրով ոտը հեռու էր, ոնց։
Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Neymar. Kukçu. This is promising. Spread it left.
Կլնայի արա ոնց է գալ։
De Bruyne. Great vision. Saliba gets across to intercept that. Kukçu running with the ball. Barcelona controlling the possession in this early phase. Sané. Sané going face to face with his great rival.
Wow, look who's involved.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Now it's Pelé. He's found the way through. Delivers with whip.
Լավ պայթ։
De Bruyne. Oh, they can break here. Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. It's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Որընդնայի արա։
It is a corner, good chance.
Ոնց չգնաց արա։
It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. Danielson! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
Որը լավ արա։
Borussia Dortmund have the chance to go the other way. Rijkaard.
Որընդնայի վասու։
Mbappe. Chance, surely! That's another chance. Goal! Borussia Dortmund!
Լավ չի։
And it's Borussia Dortmund who take
Լավ
the
չի
lead.
լավ ապեր։
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
Borussia Dortmund have taken the lead.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try
Yeah,
sitting on this or push on with the opposition, now forced to come out.
This is a promising build-up. Beckham. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Որը դե լավ էլի արա դե։
Mbappe. That's a little off target. Barcelona are behind here despite their domination of possession. Neither of these two want to come off second best. That's good play. He's picked his way through.
Հլնդնայի արա։ Պասերը չի անցնում էլի արա։
So, third corner of the game. Pelé plays it short.
Հլնդնայի արա պաս տվեց ընձի։
And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Donadoni. Donadoni in acres of space out wide. And he's taking no chances there.
Որը լավ էլի արա։ Ինչքան պարզ չեմ օգտագործում։
And it's O'Shea. And that's gone loose. Neymar is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. He's had it taken off him. Couldn't squeeze it through. Neymar will not want to lose out here. Not against this opponent.
Hele taşız dost. Pasam seri.
Danielson cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Kirkchu proves just a little bit too strong. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Goal! And he looked every bit the short keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Aha!
Shoots! And now they can spring out of defence.
Now
it's Donatoni. Real chance! Danielson. Exemplary piece of defending. And the referee says that is that for the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Barcelona go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. The second half is up and running.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
That is good progress on the left. That has been slung wide.
Now it's Mbappe.
Well seen. Saw that coming. Gone for a throw-in. Silvestre is one whose deliveries we all know about. Now it's Pelé. Barcelona come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. And it's Neymar. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Looking for options for movement. Borussia Dortmund are looking to play on the counter.
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Donatoni. Barcelona still this single goal behind. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Vinicius Junior. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there really isn't enough happening up front, Peter. They just haven't been afforded much by way of creating chances. Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Beckenbauer has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Pelé. Shifted it to the flank. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's got away.
Understand, yaar.
Ball swung in.
Understand, yaar. Tashis nahi banga genda ka.
Barcelona perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And that's another good win of the ball. O'Shea is a perfect combination of brain and brawn.
Boy, what sort of...
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Vinicius Junior. De Bruyne. Cole. O'Shea. Driving forward.
That
is good pressure, just hounded him off it. He found the way through. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Silvestre. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Why? What a sort of work. I won't have that man. Or a one sort of cheer, it's more kind of Mike. You don't know.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Corner number 2
I'm a jammer of Hagales.
Será reemplazado por el dorsal 12. Se va a llevar a cabo.
Goes for the header!
Why? What a sort of...
Oh, terrific save
Oh,
from the
this is
keeper.
Clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
What a sense bocht daar, wat
Number
man
3
moet
coming
naar
up.
dat
Mateus with the short one.
Doe daar.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They won another one and will seemingly keep going.
Nee, nee, ik zeg net zo. Ara doe gees gal yara.
Beckenbauer does really
Nee,
well
heb
to win the
Urchin
ball there.
moeten.
Duke unable to make it happen for all his
Nee,
good
kein op tegen me
intentions.
net. Hulle nee.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Tries to pass it through. It's gone all the way through.
Ara
to the
is
keeper.
sure kara duke.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't
Ara
look too
burası
amused
bota
either.
job bu mara bur. Hadi tane tamay.
It's gone out for a throw-in.
Burası uç teke mi yani uğre tam partini.
Barcelona
Neyle
would
bu
be
hiç
just
pastı
about
da.
done here.
Yeah, they're really
What
playing in
awards?
hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a
Fırın
defender
ha,
who
ora
was
siz
ever
bana
so determined.
şemptesi aras.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. Borussia Dortmund nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for
Ara
the whistle.
şarjı bir ay taka.
That is ended
Şey
up in
yapır
no
bir bana
man's
la
land.
veli çıksa
Can he get
çıkarlar.
on the end of this?
Ne olsa
Mateus
pastalı
really
gide.
needed
Öyle nay.
to concentrate on protecting the
Rangi
ball.
gidem
Then
sad
again,
imkanı var.
he was being very closely marshalled.
Ara ne satalı bir çıkarnaz pagaş jogumuz.
That's the throw.
Sonra bu.
Habrá 2 minutos de
Not too much
descuento.
more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out.
You can never be short of runners into space,
Vay
as long
taraf
as the
uçsun
space
jogumuz.
left behind
Nay nay nay
is
bir
filled.
çakırlı ara.
Expertly cut out, really
Le
nicely
sıra pas
done.
ara.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment.
Ահա կրիմ արա։ Տրավ արա։ Կրին կա։ Պատշբավ ես իրա խաղը։ Կրիմ այ ախպեր։ Պես բան տեսել ես։ Ասես բան չերել է вообще։ Կրին քաշ ջան, կրինք է։
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle.
Mark van Bommel is a player who is tailor-made to marshal the midfield, Peter. He's an expert ball winner, and he's keen to stamp his authority very early in any game.
And a whole lot more than that, yeah? We've seen him contribute offensively and in no small measure, very often.
And he's got a great range of passing, so whatever he wins back, he'll be spraying it left and right in a hurry. And don't forget, he does have a real howitzer of a strike too.
As England fans
Այ
will
Raul, արա շարես դու արա։
Messi, Ibrahimovic, it's Ibrahimovic! Off target by a whisker.
Ռուբեն Արմենիա, հա? Ուրա Ռուբեն Արմենիա։ Ույշ Ռուբեն Արմենիա։
Serginho. Danielson. He's got away. Gets a good foot in there. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And it's Gullit. Busquets. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now?
Oh, whistle's gone, now then! No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area.
Հա, չամենայ։
Rijkaard has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
Chiellini.
Ոյ, չի տեսարա։
Bellingham. Can he spark a counter here?
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Lovely bit of skill.
Ի, արա մեռա պաստալով արա։
And Beati did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm struggling to work out whether that...
Big chance! One-on-one! Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Barcelona are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Not the most convincing of passes. Bullet, renowned for his long-range shooting. He's a sharp little ball here. Rijkaard.
Որը չի տեսի սրան, արա, որը սար է բարա։ Նատուրի չի տեսի, ախպեր։ Տաշես դուս էլի արա։
Be a throw-in.
Լավ շկամ կարելի ախպերն իմ բանը։
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Danielson is in a really good position out wide. He is through
Արա
here.
լավ էլի։
And he's only too happy to take that back. Van Bommel.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Որը։
And he's lost his man here. Messi was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
Oh, good take in a good area. Bellingham!
Որը լավ է, արա։
Just off target.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
Now it's Messi. And that interception was most necessary. Neymar. Rodri is onto it in a flash. Well timed, excellent interception. And here's Ibrahimovic. Well, that looks a decent ball. They've got a corner here.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Chance for a shot!
Ի,
Can he finish?
արա լավ արա։
Goal! Barcelona!
Չի տալի պասապը, նախորդ դրվում մանամա։
Piercing and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Էր մաքուր պասը է տվել, դեպի պաստը
The keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be
Well,
wanting
let's
another
take him
as
up
soon
and-
as possible.
Նատուրի չի թեքը մախպեր,
There's a
լրվան է
beautiful
լավ։
simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Nicely aimed pass. The pressing's intense
Oh, but-
and it's paid off. That's destined for the flank. Knocks it into space. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover.
Չի տալի արա, պաս էի տվելի։ Չէ, որ չի ապել։
And it's been taken short. Oh, shooting chance! And that's a sharp finish. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
El dorsal 14.
Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
Habrá 2 minutos de
Looking at a
descuento.
different game
Արա
now.
ինչ ես անում
Well,
արա։
this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Հլնայ արա չի տալի արա։ Արա
He's in a good position here. And that signals the end of the first period. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
En el marcador,
Any strong opinions on the first half?
Barcelona will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1. Barcelona get the second half started. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Pull it. And it's Cannavaro. Belling. Couldn't squeeze it through. Danielson.
Ara chi bozim, mara haul
Defence
ara.
just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Chem jogum icha qatar.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Goulet. Raul.
Ora sobora. Չէ, ապրեսին վրա ինչ ինտերնետն է, ինչ անցավ չգնաց արա, կայնավ մնաց։ Անցավ խաղցողին ու լրվավ։
Cannavaro. Chiellini. Van Bommel. Looks a
Farm
foul.
իրարա։
Yep, referee's given it.
Այն ներվանցրեց ապկ պատկատարի։
Rijkaard
Grenades
has been
got
sent
Rijkaard.
off, just to confirm that, of course, that was his second yellow card. Played out wide. Cannavaro. Here comes the cross. Khan deals with that nice and simple. Danielson. That's a cute ball. Spread neatly. It's a promising position. Danielson delivers.
Արա նա ինչ անամ արա, մգրատ քաշի արա։
That is certainly not what he had in mind.
Pele really reacted very
But I
quickly
couldn't
there,
remember
but
the
couldn't
back of
quite
everything.
find the finish he needed.
Cannavaro. Played for Chiellini.
Վախ արա։
Van Bommel. Well, that is one way to stop him. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
Արա լավ արա սա գնացին արա։
Nice interception, well timed.
Արա նա յար կայնավ տեղը մնաց արա։
Looking for the run.
Ահա։
Chance! Goal! Barcelona! And they get themselves in front!
Ախ,
So smooth. A signature finish.
It was wonderful
But
vision to
again,
see the
it's wild.
movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Արա ինչա կատարվում արա։
Barcelona have their lead.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Now it's
Սաղ արա
Great
ազատվան
ball
արա։
if he can get there. Oh, super ball. Real
Դուստն է։
chance.
Մարտը սիրուն գնամա հանդի։
Goal.
Այս ոնց կարմիր
And
բանարին
there's the
արա։
goal they've been looking for. That is a super smooth goal. Beautiful manoeuvring of the ball. And splendid
Listen,
authority
Yara.
in the finish.
Speed of thought, speed
Look,
of action.
boy.
That's another really clever finish.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every
Լսրն է
department.
յար, արա ինչ փասել է տալի արա։
Can he get it through? That looks a cracking ball.
Արա սաղ
Oh,
փախան
he's
արելի։
all alone.
Արա լավ արա ուշում է։
And it's there.
Ոսով չեմ։
And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
Վայ արա, այս ինչ կատարվավ արա։ Հայտարարը կարա, այս ինչ է լավ աղբեր արա, այս ինչ ներվ անցրեց արա, սա ғաբայի սաղն կանչին փոպեց թուլ են արա։ Ոնց կարում ես ստացորը թուլ են։ Չէի տեսել, որ կարմինում է։
Cambio de jugadores.
Barcelona can now introduce the first of their substitutes. So now the difference is 3.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Beckenbauer makes the interception. And it's Bellingham. It's a good ball out wide. Isco. Oh, important interception. Beckenbauer wins the duel this time. Nice looking ball. Pele, and he's in on Pele!
Listen, I take away another
Catch
level.
it right.
Well, how about that touch, Peter? I mean, that was
Bravo.
brilliant. He got the ball to go
Sei
exactly
la
where he
garm
wanted.
stanna lì.
The touch was perfection, the finish imperfection.
Now it's
Ano na yan?
Rodri.
Oras
He's
sana.
picked his way through. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Ay, ganas matap kita. Pero chika ng pasta mara.
Looking for a runner. And that was asking for too much. That's a risky ball, you've got to say.
Անկապ տշում է։
And he cuts out the supply.
Ուր արա, չի տալի։
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Into the last 5 minutes. Oh, this looks sharp.
Ելը սրն է։
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. There's a quick free kick.
Արա նայ ոնց է քանի մեջից պասը անցնում աղբեր արա։
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's crossed into the shoots!
Ay, hayvan
That
şu.
is decidedly lacking.
Լսրաս ֆուտբոլիստները նայեք դու։ Իբրահիմովիչ, արա լավ արա, չեք կարամ նորմալ։
Bellingham. And time is
Ոչ
up.
լավ։
Barcelona cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling.
Լավ։ Ջարդիկ, հա։ Да. Ոչինչ։ Ո՞վ է այդ համարը։ Չգնաց խաղը ներվանցրեց էլի օբշեսի։ Սա խարամ է լավապես։
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And that gets things running. Kubasi. Sané gets a good foot in there. It'll be a throw-in. Ah, good steal. He just read it. Sané. Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Knocks it out wide. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Gattuso running with intent.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And he's managed to get free. Sané. And Kubasi. Sané. Bellingham. And he's being shifted off it. Tries to play it through. That's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Batistuta clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Cerezo Osaka with their first corner, the first in the game for either side. Header! Oh, and he's following up! That was quite a hit. Corner number 2 then. Terrific effort! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So, we're seeing some conservatism here.
Sané. Now it's Pelé. And he's had it nicked away. Barcelona yet to have an attempt on goal. He has found the way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Sané. Gattuso lays it forward. Gattuso did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Driven in. Cerezo Osaka have their third corner. Saliba attempts a clearance. De Bruyne delivers. Towering header! He will be livid with himself.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Beckenbauer. Van Basten chasing after it. Costa Curta. Serginho. And it's Neymar.
That's going in strongly.
That pass has been well intercepted. And here's Van Basten. Played out to the left flank. It is a corner. Pele plays it short. Just eases him off the ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Pele has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm.
You just can't argue with the referee there, Peter. He spelt it out for him earlier.
Looking for options for movement. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Cerezo Osaka get their fourth corner. Gattuso! Not a bad try by any means.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
It's a promising position. There's the delivery. Chance for a shot! Goal! And we have liftoff! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
El dorsal 18.
The first breakthrough.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Out towards the flank. De Bruyne. Shifted it to the flank. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Sané. Now it's Batistuta. Now this could be a chance. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Barcelona really could have done without this. This for genuine comfort. That is some save from Khan.
Oh, once the save was made, the change to both mindsets could be hugely telling now.
Distributed tidily. Oh, that's fabulous. Spread it left. Danielson finding himself in space. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. And here's Neymar. And the ball's gone astray. And the pass is intercepted. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Van Basten. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Barcelona currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And we get things going again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Sane, Bellingham. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
Kapçık.
That has not gone well.
Aturi.
Looking for the run.
Kapçık.
No, that's been intercepted. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no
Вообще
less.
kapçık. Թե ոնց եմ խաղում ես։
Kubasi chooses to go crossfield. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And he's quick to get rid.
That's brilliant from him because he was so quick to read it.
It's the second corner of the game. Vital. Stam can clear it away, and it's Serginho. Oh, that's delightful. Danielson.
Լավ արա, բերලා մտ ինտերնետ չլներ է սրան
Looking for the
իդես
chance
ինչ
to
կան է
skim
արա
one in from range. Sane.
Հələ սրան արա
Can try it again
Արա
now.
ուշա պաս տալի ժամ սխում ես մի ժամ հետո նոր պաս է տալի աս
So, third corner of the game.
Ափսոս Արա մանա չհասկացա արա Yes, sir.
And it's been taken short. Lofted in. Oh, good
Akıl
effort.
istene, gelin ya, de lava.
That's a fair try, but just off target.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Saliba kept aware.
It
It is reclaimed easily. And he's got away from it. He's having a shot!
Ay
It's a
Kezban.
goal! And this is getting better and better. He hit that like he meant it. Absolutely speared it in.
Well, he's absolutely
Ora,
drilled
Peter
that,
Stali.
Peter. When you hit it like that, the keeper's not going to be able to do much about it.
Cerezo Asaka are now luxuriating in
Alisran.
a two-goal
Allah
lead.
vay akberara
That's a great
diska
time for them to
kamissara.
Goes for a shot!
Ara siş gıjanaz. İnternette bugün. O buzmal bir mam.
They're up to 5 corners now.
Բախտիկյան չի ինտերնետ չկա, ախպերես պասն տալի չի տալի է։ Ժամերով պիտի սխպես նոր էթա մը բնային։
Looking to go forward now. And here's Batistuta.
Batistuta really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Վերջի մարդն է նայ մարդ չկա։ Նկախեց նայ, չկարծա էթա։
So Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Արա նայ ուրա գլխով, արա լսրան
Resolute
նայ,
defending
կարա։
there. Oh, that's well spotted. Bellingham.
Հələ նայ ոնց է Աստանով կանում։
Sané.
Հələ նայ ուրա տալի արա։
Nice looking ball.
Վայ, ոնց։ Արա սրան նայ արա։
Alvarez. Alvarez has it out wide and in space. Oh, shooting chance!
He has saved the goalkeeper's...
Oh no, this does not look good. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Shoots!
Ինտերնետ չկա, բան չի կարում անի։
Just relentless.
Լսրան մամային։
And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
A case now of complete control. Serginho wriggles his way through. He's found a way through. Neymar, and he shoots! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. And there's a goal. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper, couldn't hold on to it.
Արա չի տալի արա։ What?
Still behind by 2.
Elvis,
Is
they
there
call
a way
Elvis
back
now.
into this? Sane going face to face with his great rival.
Արա Kezban.
Gattuso. Serginho looking to receive it in space.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
Չէ, ախպերս դի մի ամիտ մտավ չի մտնելու, դա զարմացա որ ոնց խփեց։ Ապա вообще կապ չկա, որ պատկերացնես ոնց եմ խաղում։ Պաս եմ տալի 2 ժամ հետո նոր տալիս է ախպերս։ Երկու ժամ հետո նոր պաս է տալի ապա։
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 19, el dorsal 12, el dorsal 9.
Oh, lovely bit of skill.
El dorsal
Alvarez's cross,
será
and he was
sustituido
alert to
por
it.
El dorsal 13.
It's a pretty
El
loose
dorsal
pass.
21. Owen. El
Neymar.
dorsal 6. El dorsal 15. Se
it's
va
a
realizar
great
un
ball
cambio de
here.
jugadores.
Batistuta finds himself offside.
Ay, դու զիրա մոտ։
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played,
Արա
well
լավ։
stopped.
Can he get on the end of this? Vinicius Junior. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Goulet. He's got away, and the shot! And that's a sharp finish. Drama at the death. Is there time for one more twist? The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Barcelona give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
And he's in on goal.
Չի խփում ջոգ, այդ ախպերս ինտերնետ չկա։ Չխփեց
Looks at
ախպեր։
his watch and
Շու
blows his
պանես
whistle.
խփել եմ ապը, միջև
Well,
այդտեղ
that turned out to be
ախպերը
quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might
Ո՞նց
argue to the
են
contrary,
խաղը
perhaps a fair result on the balance of things. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Չխփեց ու վերջապես։ Ֆիսարին կրվելու եմ, ավելավա անջիթեմ հլնեմ։ Մերրացին արա կրվարա։ Absուրդի ժանրից են ապես սրանք։ Լավ, էսը խաղամ չէ, լավ, ելն եմ ապեր։ Թե չէ սաղ կկրվենք, հավայի կնգնենք 4-րդ դիվիզիոն։ Չէ, ես ինտերնետը պետք է փոխվի, ապես թիմը ինչա։ Զիբիլ ապե, ոչ մեկը չվերցեք էս ինտերնետը։ Ռեգլամենտ անում, որ կորի էսի։ Էսի զիբիլ ապե, ոչ թե ինտերնետ։ Մարդկանց էշի տեղ են դրել։ Ես ձեր լավ։
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. The Eternal City embraces this massive sea of blue which has flooded across the Olympico. It's hard to convince yourself there's another team involved. And we're underway. Well, there is no one here, Jim, who's surprised to see Wesley Schneider in the starting lineup.
Yeah, and I think they'll be looking to him to provide all the creativity again here. Okay, he may not go box to box, and he is going to require everyone around him to do all the running for him. But with his skill on the ball, he'll make it happen. He'll pick them out.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? No, he's not going to get any further than that. Pele was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
Rijkaard promptly onto that, and that is that. Danielson. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Fermin has it out wide and in space. Fermin.
And
he shoots! Big relief.
Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Serginho to Danielson. Now it's Neymar. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look.
Danielson! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's run loose here. And they've got a throw. Wan-Bissaka. So we're still where we started right now. Passing is crisp and sharp. Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Just eases it off the ball. Oh, strongly challenged there. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Stood up well to him there.
Lazio really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for the sake of it.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Beckham is the team's great visionary. Sane has it in a wide position. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And he plays one through. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Pinches it off him. Very nearly half an hour gone here. That has been cut short. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Zola, and once more he proves Bellingham. Neymar running with the ball. It's Neymar! Goal, Barcelona! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Barcelona have taken the lead.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter.
Chance! And he nearly went all the way.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
And that should get the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. acute ball now. How can he reach it? And the shot is having a shot.
Oy koro.
Well seen. Sane!
Lovness Sane.
Spectacular from Sane. A finish of true class. Again in a trice, and they are soaring. He has given that the lot. Bang!
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
Barcelona are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, that's fabulous. An instinctive delivery. Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
But shit kamera.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Jupe. Now it's Snyder. He's picked his way through. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all around.
So a chance here. What can they make of it? Oh, that's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Barcelona looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break.
Cambio di giocatori.
So off we go again. And it's Grealish. Looking for options for movement. Nice control. Neither of these. And a chance!
Oh,
crossbar! Rijkaard. Now it's Sane. Now it's Sane. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And Sane!
What a love,
Barcelona come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
He's found a way through. Bellingham. Sane. And that little bit of skill has got him away. He's shifting through the gears here. And this is Pelé. Pelé with the cross. Good read, needed to be.
Is that the first time we've seen him try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Grealish with a definite foul there. Grealish has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Zola taking charge of the dead ball. Corner number 2 then. Header! That's a fair try, but just off target. Rijkaard. Lazio appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well,
What a
it's
loot of
signalling
it,
to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Grealish looking to play him in. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Neymar unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Հելն է մորը սրպլես։
No, again there's no way through.
Քշմա վրա տանցնում արա։ Հələ սրա պաս արա։
Barcelona do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Sané. Rijkaard. Well read, nice interception. Kagawa powering forward here. Tele, he is through here. They're urging him to shoot. Shoots! Schneider. Zola. He's got away. He's looking unstoppable. Schneider has got himself a free kick. And that's going to be a booking. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague and they look worried.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
So, what can they come up with here? Tele charging forward, the ball at his feet. Zola. And it's Lopez. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Kagawa. Knocks it into space. That looks a good ball through. Pele! It's Pele! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Ricordiamo a tutti i tifosi di usare gli appositi cestini per la raccolta differenziata.
Հելա, բարի գիշեր ձեզ, թոդզվիկ խանք, սաղ կերվելու եմ, գնացի բարի գիշեր սպակոն նոչ։ Խաշ ջան, բարի գիշեր, թեստեր։